let's you and I agree right now that con crunching sucks. I am someone who is super organized in all aspects of my life, and I hate deadlines. Timelines, as soon as I can start something, it's getting started. If I need to do something 3 years in the future and I have the ability to start it now, I will start it now. So as you can imagine, I don't like con crunching. If I know I'm going to a convention next year, I will start it as soon as possible and it will be done, ready to go, beautiful. Then I can think about other things. This year, I decided to go to an out-of-country convention. I decided I wanted to bring 2 new cosplays into my roster. The first one is from a game I've been very addicted to, Infinity Nikki, Aina, the creator. I love her design. And it's definitely a summer-friendly cosplay. Lots of breathability. That's what we're looking for, breathability. And the second is Stark from Free Rent. I really want to turn him into a girl. So that's what I'm doing, a female Stark cosplay. These are not competition cosplays, so I will buy what I want and I will make what I want. So for Aina, the base dress, I just bought it off of Amazon, honestly. Bought the wig off of AliExpress. And for Stark, I bought a Tai Chi outfit off of AliExpress and a red wig off of AliExpress. And that was all I ordered. Making these outfits was quite a bit of a process. I ended up really not liking one of them. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to wear that outfit this year because I really hate it. But come with me as I crunch for these conventions, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two, or maybe you'll teach me a thing or two. Who knows? Either way, come crunch with me. So we started off with some RIT dye, using the synthetic kind to dye my dress because it was synthetic fibers. Haha, make sure you check your dye. I also sewed the cape part to the straps of the dress, and this is how it was looking. Honestly, I was super happy with it at this point. It was dragging on the ground, so I ended up trimming the hem a little bit, but I was happy with the fit and how it was looking. For the Tai Chi outfit I bought off of AliExpress, I decided to cut the sides so that it would be more accurate to the reference pictures, and also crop it and change the buttons, or the rope buttons they're called. Anyways, so I cut the sides and I got these buttons, rope buttons, I forget what they're called. I added a bias tape around the ends and I added these buttons to the top. It looked really good at this point. I was happy. There was some gapping in the top, but I wasn't too concerned. And for the wig for this cosplay, I ended up painting his roots black and made a little ahoge, and I magnetized it so it would stick to the top of the wig, and it was a good idea in theory, but it ended up falling off a lot. For the jewelry making portion of this cosplay, I may have blacked out a tiny bit, and when I came to, there were some acceptable pieces of jewelry that I had crafted. But let's talk about the general process of what happened, because honestly, it's not that difficult. It doesn't require a whole tutorial. And it's mainly the same steps over and over again, if that makes sense. There are arm cuffs, wrist cuffs, a eye piece, and a neck piece. In some photos I can see the semblance of a belt, but I didn't even want to touch that because honestly, we're not going for accuracy here. This is not a competition piece. I'm just trying to make it look somewhat like the character, somewhat recognizable. If someone were to see me walking around, if they can look at me and go, Aina from Infinity Nikki, that's it. There was also this cosplayer online who mentioned the 5-foot rule, and that is if a cosplay looks good from 5 feet away, it's good. Like, you should not be coming close up and looking at the details, pulling up a reference picture and saying, it's not exactly what I'm seeing here. The only time that's acceptable is if you're entering it into a competition and you've given them reference photos. Anywho. So, for the jewelry, also, sorry if you hear the jingling, I'm working on a Hwa-Chang cosplay and I've added bells to this umbrella, so yeah, let me know if you want to see a video on that. So, for all of the foam pieces, basically what I did is I measured the area that it was going around. Like the wrist cuff, the arm cuff, I would just measure around that area and then cut a piece of foam out that matched that. For the wrist cuffs and the arm cuffs, it's just a piece of foam straight across. The face piece, the eye piece, honestly, I just kind of wrapped measuring tape around my head and winged it, just kind of traced out the shape. Same thing with the neck piece. I just kind of took a measurement of my neck and then just kind of estimated how long this would go down, how far it would go down, that kind of thing. Once all the foam pieces were cut out, I then was thinking about how to decorate each piece. I bought these silicone molds that I have seen some hacks online about filling in the molds with hot glue and letting it cool. And then you have these beautiful decals you can add to pretty much anything. So that's what I did. I then coated each of the pieces in a couple coats of Mod Podge, glossy Mod Podge, to kind of provide a base for the paint to stick to, so it would be nice and smooth. And then I did a hell of a lot of layers of silver acrylic paint. I then also, when I was at the craft store, I found this like silver glitter paint on clearance. I just decided to add it. And then another 3 coats of Mod Podge on top of that, basically, to try to make it look as metallic as possible. And then at this point, I was looking at the reference pictures. There was lots of chains hanging off of the wrist and arm pieces, and honestly, to have that many chains just dangling around, it's not going to be good at a convention. It's going to get tangled. So I was like, you know what, I'll just do 2 per arm. I learned how to do jewelry stuff. I just like bought some chain, just added some those like jump rings, and I just kind of hooked it into the foam. I added some pearl beads on it, and I just attached it from the front to the back, and I just did 2 strands on each arm. Honestly, it doesn't look bad from far away. The 5-foot rule stands here, so I think it's okay. With all that being said, it's time for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy all my hard work. Please don't mind how scuffed this is. Okay, love you, bye!